Hello, welcome to a quick 5-minute one on a Friday. I'm just here just to talk about another item I've got, something else I've purchased, and I just wanted to sort of run it by you and tell you a little bit about it. It's what's holding my camera on at the moment. It's let's take this off for you so you can see. It's actually a Smallrig quick release clamp. As you know, I've got the Smallrig L bracket on my camera on my X-T4, and I wanted to try out a quick release clamp to quickly access my camera from vertical to horizontal, horizontal to vertical, and I wanted something that was going to work nice and quick and simple without having to have all the fuss of a screw mount, which we normally got on some of the other plates. I reached out to Smallrig for two reasons. One is the quality. The quality on the L bracket, I was so pleased with the build quality and the coating on it and the metal and everything, the screw threads and all those sort of bits, that I thought that this would really be a nice quality item as well. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason is I don't even know what the other reason was now. I can't remember, to be honest. Oh, the other reason was there wasn't many places you can get these quick release clamps at an affordable price. I know there are several quite expensive makes, but this is actually an affordable price. The price for this one, before I go any further, I've got a few notes written down. I bought it from the German website. This is on the German Smallrig website, and the reason I went with them is they had them in stock, and it's where I got my L bracket as well. The price is, at the time when I bought this, was 42.75 euros. I know it's in euros, not pounds or dollars, but that's what the German website works in euros, and it was 42.75. They also do a Smallrig clamp with the Arca Swiss compatible plate. This is Arca Swiss compatible, as is most base plates. And yeah, they do one with a base plate in it as well if you haven't got a bracket on the bottom of your camera, and that would be 63 euros. But I didn't need the plate inside because I was using it on my L bracket, so I didn't actually need the additional plate. There are a couple of things I like about it, and one or two that I think there could be a slight improvement on. So I'll mention them both because I'm quite honest. This is straight out of Compton. I am very honest, and I will always tell you the truth. Number one is the size. The size is really quite nice. It's 72mm by 70mm, so it's actually quite a nice size. It's not overly bigger than my Benro plate that was on there. It's slightly longer, but it actually means there's quite a lot of plate to actually fit your camera into. So there's a good base, a good solid base for it to fit into. It's nicely carved. It's got a nice sharp edge so that your camera does lock into it really, really well, and it is very, very solid when it's locked on. It is not going to move. It is quite tight and solid. There is an adjustment. There's an adjustment on this clamp. If I spin it around for you, you can see. It has a clamp on the back, as you can see there. And the clamp on the back basically acts as quick as that. You flip it around and it locks the camera on. So I drop my camera on, push it in tight, and it locks. Now when you first get this clamp, you have to mount it to the top of your ball bracket, or the ball mount. I literally took the 3/8 screw out the middle and took my other plate off, and there's a small slot in the bottom, and I'll show you the picture on the side there. There's a small slot in the bottom of this as well. All I had to do to make it fit, I just took a small file and just rounded off the really sharp edges, and this went straight on. It fits exactly in the same slot underneath there as what my other ball head fit, so it fit really, really well. That is actually the second reason that I bought this. I knew there was another reason other than the price. The second reason was I was looking for something that had a slot in the bottom that I could actually slot it straight on the bottom of this ball head, and there isn't many that has the actual compatible slot in the bottom. I took a bit of a risk. There's several different sizes, but I took a bit of a risk on it, and I thought it looked like about the same sort of size, and all I had to do is just literally nudge the edge off the top of my bracket. It's made no effect to this bracket whatsoever, the ball head whatsoever, and it fits perfectly. I've also then dropped in a 3/8 Allen key. This comes with several Allen keys or several screws. It comes with, I think it was 4 1/4-inch screws it came with, also same in picture on the side there. Come with 4 1/4-inch screws, and it come with a 3/8 screw, but I changed it for one of my own. I think that's the actual Benro screw that I've got inside there, because it fits in better and it's a good solid tight fit. I put a little bit of Loctite on it, so there's no way that's going to come off. It really is a lovely fit on top of the camera, on top of the ball head. Yeah, when you got it, as I was saying, when you buy this, it comes with some Allen keys, and what you have to do is you just have to adjust this tensioner to make it fit your camera mount. So I didn't have a lot of adjustment. I think it was a couple of, a 1/4 turn or a turn and a 1/4, and that fits nice and tightly now. It also, swap it round, and it also fits onto the L bracket as well. Now it's not as tight on the L bracket, which is strange. So even though this is a Smallrig bracket, this main part on the body is slightly tighter than the small part on the bottom, but it's still tight. It's not loose, it's not going to come off, and it's not going to fall apart. But there is definitely a tighter lock on the bottom than there is on the top, on the side. So that's one little thing with it. But yeah, you just adjust it to make it fit, and it does lock off nice and tight. What else are we going to talk about? Yes, I said it's Arca Swift compatible. Weight, it is 135 grams. So it's not very heavy. It's no heavier than my Benro head, my Benro plate that was on the top there. So, it's pretty well compatible for size and weight, and there's not a lot of difference in it. But like I say, the finish on it is really, really nice. Something else I want to talk about. Quality, I've already mentioned. It also comes with holes. Now I don't actually know what these holes are for, but in here you have, I think it was 3 or 4, 1, 2, 3, I think there's 3 or 4 holes in the bottom there that's got a thread in it. It's got a 1/4-inch thread in it. I'm not quite sure what these extra holes are for. If someone can let me know, I'd love to know what you would use those extra holes for. There's also several other holes in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another 5 holes in there, or another 4 holes at least. I just don't understand what the holes are for, apart from making it lighter. But the 1/4-inch threads, I've got no, I don't understand what you use them for. I really don't. And so I'd love to, I really would love to know. But that's just by the by. I do have one small issue, or 2 small issues. Number 1, it only levers from half of the plate, as you can see here. I don't understand why the whole side doesn't lever. I would have loved to have seen that lever from the whole plate lever, and this clamp to be in the middle, so that when you fold this over, this is actually against the side of the plate, so there's no way of getting this caught and knocked open. Not that it does come open. It's pretty tight. It's quite a tight fit, and you can make it even tighter if you want to. But it's just strange that it's only partly clamped. Again, it has no issue on the tripod, and I can flip that round. Even on the L bracket, even though this L bracket's got a split in it, that actual split is the side that you actually want to hold it on. So it actually fits and holds that tripod head very, very well. So there's no particular reason why it wouldn't work. It is literally holding the strongest part, not the loose part. But it just seems a bit strange. The other thing, a slight minor thing, I maybe would have liked to have seen this locking. Now, I carry my tripod over my shoulder sometimes with a camera on it, and when the camera's on it and it's locked off, and like I say, that's quite a tight fit. It's not going to fall off. It won't just come undone. But if I walk under a tree like I have done before now, and I get my camera caught, and a tree does pull on that, it could possibly loosen it. And if it loosens it, eventually it's going to come all the way open and come apart. So it's a minor thing. Like I say, that's a tight fit. It's not just going to come undone, but I would have liked to have seen a lock on it. But again, for the price, you're looking at €40. I think by the time you put a lock on it, it's going to increase the price, and then it's not as affordable, is it? So that is one thing. But I will say, for value for money, this is probably one of the best lever clamps that I've found, and I've looked at several. But like I say, for €40, which is about, I think it was about £30. I think it was 30 British pounds. I think it was pretty good. So that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to talk about this lever clamp. I've got no other comments on it. I've been using it for a few weeks. The anodization or whatever, the paint, the quality is not rubbed off or scrubbed off or scratched or anything. Same as the L bracket. It's still really, really good, and it's been on and off that plate several times. There's not a mark on that L bracket at all. There is just one other thing I want to talk about before I disappear. And I don't want to make this too long because I literally just wanted to talk about this, where I got it from, what it is and why I'm using it. It is for speed. I'm hoping that I can just put the camera on, lock it off and away I go. I haven't got to worry about adjusting it and getting the tightness up. And I can flip it round to a vertical shot and away you go. You know, it really is quite nice and simple and easy to use. But I do want to mention just one other thing, and that's these little things. I also purchased these. I purchased two. There's two in a packet and you can see it on my little Osmo setup I've got here. I bought two of these for two different reasons. One is I said I was going to use my X-T4 as a vlogging camera, and I wanted somewhere I can fit a flash and a microphone. And what these do, these come with screws. They come with a 2.5, I think it is, millimeter screw. There's four tiny little screws, and it also comes with these 1/4 inch screws. And on the side of this plate, again, they come with Allen keys. On the side of this plate you have 1/4 inch threads. So I can now screw that on the side of my plate, and I can now add a microphone, I can add a flash gun, I can add anything I want to the side of that plate, and it will stay on there quite nicely. And I could probably still use this. Let's just have a look on here. I can probably still use this on the L bracket, like so. And there you go. So it still stays on the L bracket with that clamp on the side. So I've also got one on here. I'll bring this up and show you. I've got a small one on there which is attached, my microphone's attached to it. So the microphone can slide on the side, the same as I can then slide my microphone on the side of this when it's not on that way round. If I can go back to this side, I'm all fingers and thumbs now. So I can slide my microphone onto this side as well, and my microphone can stay attached to the side of the camera. So that's why I bought those as well. Smallrig. They are very good quality. They come with 4 little screws, tiny little ones. I assume they must fit different mounts, and they also come with a 1/4 inch screws, 2 1/4 inch screws, as you can see, attached on the inside there. So yeah, that's all I want to do. Mention the 2 little items I've got from Smallrig. That's 3 I've got now, and I can't fault them. I think they're really good. So that's all I want to do. I'm going to go and finish drinking my coffee and pack all this lot away. I will just say one other thing. Just one note. The small Allen key that adjusts this. Now, if you have to do any fine adjustments, I can't even get it in there now. If you have to do any fine adjustments, you need your Allen key. Now, I keep my Allen keys in a little tiny bag, and they go inside, and I zip them up. Several different Allen keys. I'm sure everyone's the same. We all come with a different Allen keys. So we've got an Allen key for the clamp, we've got an Allen key for the mount, we've got an Allen. There's loads of Allen keys. Now you can buy a set of Allen keys, which Smallrig actually do. But I like this idea. This is an Allen key with a small hole in it, and this hangs on the back of my bag. Now this is generally one that tightens on the bottom of your clamps. So you can always got your base plate locked on tight. It would be really nice to see the little Allen key that comes with this with a little hole in it or a ring on it, so you can actually attach it to a key ring, and you can have that hanging on your bag, and it's very quick access. You haven't got to go rooting through all your pockets, rooting through your little bags, trying to find all your Allen keys. You've just got one decent Allen key that's hanging on the side. So just as a minor thing, just something else that would have been nice. Anyway, that's it. I'm not going to stand here talking any longer. I've been here going on long enough. So till next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Normal videos Wednesday and Sundays. And last chance for the calendar. If you do want a calendar, I know I'm going to mention it. I've got to drop it in there, but I have actually still got 1 or 2 calendars left, and I really don't want to keep them past this year because they're pointless. They're 2021. So yeah, if you want a calendar, the link is in below. Drop us a line or just Facebook me or anything like that, and we'll sort you one out. But yeah, please let me know as soon as you can, because there isn't many left, and I really would like to get rid of all of them. So yeah, till next time, ciao for now. Don't forget to check out the other videos. Bye.